The first half of Talladega was a snoozer, only to be replaced with crashes galore in the last half. Martinsville could be the one race that settles the championship. Formula One has confirmed that New Jersey's on the 2013 schedule. The NHRA has 2 to go, and Las Vegas is this weekend. IndyCar had a drivers' meeting for safety, and everybody left feeling positive. I'm Michele Rahal with Motorsports Unplugged and motorsportsunplugged.com. Clint Bowyer might have had a great showing with a win, and Burton as well, but the controversy over team orders is raging on. Trevor Bayne was vocal about the politics of the tandem-style racing as he dumped Jeff Gordon in the last few laps at Talladega to push another Roush driver, Matt Kenseth. Gordon was upset as well, stating that Bayne had agreed to run with him through until the end. The only silver lining here is that Sprint Cup won't run that type of race for the last 4, but Martinsville, one of the traditional NASCAR tracks, may get its due this weekend by being a truly pivotal race for Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth. Both Roush drivers are 1 and 2 in the chase standings. In Formula One, Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey welcomed the Formula One announcement that the Grand Prix of America will be held on the Hudson River on a 3.2-mile street course in 2013. The popular Republican governor from New Jersey went on to say, "I can assure the people from Formula One this is going to be one of the wisest decisions you've ever made." Well, we hope so. A weekend ticket for this event is going to be $360, and they expect a crowd of over 100,000. This weekend is the inaugural Grand Prix of India. It'll be the usual suspects, Red Bull, McLaren, and Ferrari. But don't rule out a strong showing from Force India. They won't defeat the top 3 teams, but Paul di Resta, Dario Franchitti's cousin, has got something to prove. This is a new track for Formula One, which means the simulators and dynos are working overtime to get the cars and engine mappings ready to take on high-speed elevation changes and a few tight corners. In the NHRA, it's 2 races to go in the countdown to crown champions in their respective categories. This weekend, it's Las Vegas, where Antron Brown will try to hold on to his slim lead over Larry Dixon and Top Fuel. Jack Beckman has a paper-thin 5-point lead in Funny Car over Matt Hagan. Pro Stock's Jason Line has a 188-point advantage over Greg Anderson. And finally, in Pro Stock Motorcycles, it's Eddie Krawiec over Hector Arana Jr. by 10 points. Marco Simoncelli's team owner, Gresini Honda, will be at the Valencia Grand Prix on November the 4th, but not to race. Fausto Gresini said that his team will be on site to display Marco Simoncelli's number 58 in the garage as a tribute to the talented Italian who lost his life last weekend in Malaysia. Simoncelli's father, Paolo Simoncelli, was overcome with emotion seeing the hundreds of fans lined up at the airport in Rome on Monday to pay respects to the family as they brought home Marco's body. Finally, in IndyCar, the drivers had a meeting on Monday to discuss safety and promotion. Randy Bernard, IndyCar CEO, and the drivers discussed all topics of safety, with Franchitti saying, quote, "It obviously was a massive shock what happened to Dan last week, and we saw with the MotoGP as well that racing is a dangerous business. We're trying to make it as safe as possible. That's always been the goal," unquote. And Tony Kanaan added, "What people have to understand is that we're not going to make motor racing 100% safe. That's the fact. We're the lab, and hopefully we can make it better, make it safer, but we'll never make it 100% safe." Will Power was diagnosed with a compression fracture in his spine, and Pipa Man is going to undergo reconstructive surgery for burns on her right hand. Both drivers were involved in the 15-car crash that took Dan Weldon's life. That's it for now. I'm Michele Rahal with Motorsports Unplugged and motorsportsunplugged.com. I'll see you next time.